Well, welcome, Leo. I'm Karen. This is Veronica Streams Coaching and Tarot, and this reading is a love reading for mid July to mid August, approximately. And this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay, and we'll take a look at current situation, what's leaving us, what's coming in, what we don't see, what to look for, the challenge and the strength, and where this leads, and then advice. And I'm using Wizards Tarot today. I also do personal readings. My link to my website's below. And let's take a second. Oh, what do our Leos need to know about their love life for July? Okay, what do our Leos need to know? Okay, current, two cards. I'm doing two cards for current situation, which we have Seven of Pentacles and Four of Swords. What you are leaving, Page of Cups and Two of Cups. What is coming in, Queen of Wands, King of Pentacles. Okay, what you don't see, Four of Wands. What to look for, Justice. Challenge, the Moon. Strength is Judgment. Where does this all lead? I'll keep that to myself. And advice. And we'll probably clarify. So Eight of Pentacles is the bottom of the deck. And when I see Eight of Pentacles in a love reading specifically, I think of healing, or if it's regarding relationships or anything like that. This is the overall feeling, and I do get that because we do have Four of Swords in the current situation. So this is something you've been working on, getting past, trying to overcome a little bit. I don't feel like it's this huge thing that you need. Well, it is kind of. So what we have now is, this is the current situation. This is where you're at now. And this does have to do with a relationship, but I feel like you're healing from a relationship. But also there is this feeling of something new that you've already got your sights on, the Seven of Pentacles. So this came out first. So the Seven of Pentacles is letting us know that you have planted some seeds that is this worth it or not worth it. But this is current. So I don't think this is seeds you've planted in the past. This is seeds moving forward. And the Four of Swords, though, does say that even though you've planted new seeds, there's still some healing that you're working on, and there's a break that you're taking from the past. And the past is what you're letting go is a Page of Cups and Two of Cups, which tells me a relationship. I mean, those two together are definitely a relationship, because Page of Cups is about, I feel like in the past someone came in, offered you, a relationship. I'm going to use the word love, but it could be just, a relationship. And you came together, but there's something that this is leaving. This past relationship is leaving, or even it might be current. But there's some, I don't have this huge why. I will tell you what's coming in is the Queen of Wands and King of Pentacles, and to me that's like opposites, total opposites attract kind of thing. Where the Queen of Wands could definitely be you, non-gender specific, and the King of Pentacles would be maybe an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, that is coming in. And to me, that could lead to a really good relationship, but it could lead to, keep in mind, those energies. I mean, they can really get along, or they might not. I've struggled with, I'm a fire sign, and I've struggled with earth signs, so I'll tell you. But But, and that's why I'm looking at it's almost like opposites. So I think maybe there is something to be said about the healing, and that I think someone, like, you're planting seeds with somebody and it is happening, but it's almost again like opposites attract, and opposites do attract. So, and we're all different. I will say I have a lot of water in my chart, which water is can be sensitive and really empathetic and stuff. So it it it, it lessens my fire. So when I say like I've struggled with earth signs, that could be why, because they're pretty. Earth signs can be just pretty straight up, and that's okay. It's good. It's just the mixture. Um, but I think the current situation is that you are planting something new, and something is happening, but you are taking a time out right now. So right now, if you're listening to this and you're kind of like, either this situation is leaving or has gone. And when I say leaving, it could be very new that it's going away, or you have just decided to say, to stop it, like to let it go. Um, and with this energy coming in, I do believe it's two people. I do believe it's you being the Queen of Wands here. A fire court. So, and being there's a king, and again, these are non-gender. It doesn't matter. It's just that when we look at the tarot, these are definitely usually a couple when we see a queen and a king together. Um, I think there's overall good stuff happening because the rest of the reading looks really good. But I do feel like there is a slight tension there with opposites. And I just get that feeling, and it's not a personal, I'm not, it's more because of the cards. Those are two different signs, um, or two different suits. So I think that, but here we go. What you don't see is the Four of Wands. And a lot of times in this deck, I kind of see this as an invitation, but looking for that invitation too. So what you don't see is there is going to be something coming in that's going to give you an offer of some sort. The Four of Wands is also about celebration, but I think in this case, it's more of an invitation. It's a good invitation because it is a celebration. So look for that because, well, that's coming in. You don't see it right yet, but someone's thinking about offering you something. And you could see like she's offering her hand to him, and asking him to come through. And that's where I get the invitation part of this card. But I also see it as her, coaxing him a little bit too. Um, so keep that in mind, and again, this is something you don't see. So there is something happening in the background where you will be getting an invitation, but you may have to look for it. Like, because what you also need to look for is the justice card. And the justice is really, justice, the right thing, look for being true to yourself. When I look at, watch for the truth, watch for justice, watch for, maybe you're going to get some clarity on a situation that's going to provide you truth that you didn't have before. And I think that's going to help with leaving that other thing behind. And it'll help with this Four of Swords healing because you'll, looking for the truth will give you healing as well. So I think that's why that's come up there. I got those opposite. So our challenge is the moon. And I think what this feels like to me is, well, the moon tells me a lot, especially when it comes up in a challenge, is things aren't always as they seem. So don't assume something. That's the challenge, is you're going to see something and you're going to think it's one way and it's really not. And it's, don't assume that it might be, but don't assume it, because if you assume it, you might be incorrect. I explain this card a lot. And if you haven't heard my other readings, it's when I see this in the challenge position, it's a reminder that, you're at work and you're hearing your name and people are talking about you, but you don't know what they're saying and you've only heard a little bit, but you automatically go to, they must be gossiping about me because, right? They just must be. I'm hearing my name and no one's telling me anything. And then come to find out they're doing a surprise party, or they're setting you up for a promotion or some kind of celebration, and they're just, you're thinking it's gossip or negative, but it's really not. So those are the type of things I think with the moon that we have to realize, that sometimes things aren't quite what we think. So don't jump to conclusions, because this is in the challenge position. So this month, if you think something some way and you don't have 100% proof, don't trust that. Like, and it's kind of, don't trust your gut, because it's not really your gut, because your gut's probably saying, no, come on. But what you see is like the talk. That's what you see. And so your strength is judgment. And I think this is kind of cool, because what this says is what you have going for you is you are feeling renewed. I think this energy will make you feel renewed, like the energy in your current situation with the Four Swords. Taking that break, taking that rest is going to lead you to having the strength of going, you know what? I am alive. I don't want to use the word reborn, but it's almost refreshed. Because I don't feel like this is a rebirth and some kind of miracle happening this month. I think it is a feeling of refreshed. You feel refreshed. You feel renewed. And you feel like, because I feel like this is teaching you something. This healing that you're doing is going to also open up some truths, whether it's about yourself or about someone else or a situation. You're going to see the truth. Again, hence the challenge with the moon. Don't assume, wait till the truth comes out, because this is something you don't see. So those go together. And so your strength is, when you learn this, there's going to be a feeling of renewal. And it will, when we feel renewed and we feel better and we feel kind of alive again, we can start moving forward with something new. So, yeah. Where this all leads is not super exciting. It's the Four of Pentacles, but I do believe that that's holding on to what you've learned, what's happening here with your healing and your, there is an invitation coming in though. There is an invitation coming in for sure with that Four of Wands there. But I feel like that this leads to you being able to gather your resources, because if this is coming in and this is a new relationship, you're going to need it. It's not going to be easy. It's not necessarily negative. It's just not going to be easy, probably. Because sometimes, you know what, we need a little fight in our relationships. And I don't mean that in a fight sense, but, someone that challenges us, challenges our thoughts, our, challenges, makes us think, makes us, be accountable, all of those things. We need those challenges. And, but I feel like that's what it is. This Four of Pentacles is about saving. And I almost think about it as accumulating too. Like when you're looking at it from a sense of learning, you're accumulating all of these things that you've learned, and that's going to help you go to the next, relationship more healed. Can you tell us anything more about the Four of Pentacles? Yeah, protecting yourself. You're going to protect yourself a little bit of getting hurt too. Like there is a feeling of that, because I have the Page of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. So you may have some shields up, because I feel like because you're healing, right? When we heal, we kind of tend not to let everything in, or to show our whole selves. And that's okay, because you're going to hold on to it and you're going to accumulate all of this good information that you're getting so that you can heal from this. And, but that's what the Four of Pentacles is about. You're kind of holding it. You're gathering, you're knowing, and you're doing the work. But part of why you're not moving forward right this minute is because you've got some armor up about, cover it. You don't want to get hurt again. And that has specifically to do with relationships. So, hey, you're sitting here right now. If you're sitting in healing mode, you don't need to jump into another relationship. Although I think this will kind of happen. I think it's going to happen slowly, because of the Four of Pentacles, and then because of your advice. So the advice is Nine of Wands, which means don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on a relationship, or don't give up on whatever it is that you're headed for. Don't give up on. If you're leaving this relationship, leave it. But if you're healing, working on that, you're almost there. So the advice is a reminder that you are almost there. It's around the corner, but you need to put in the rest of the work to reap the benefits of the healing of what you're learning, because you are going to learn something here with that moon in your challenge and the justice and what to look for. You will learn some new information, and it's going to help you a ton. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, the advice is don't give up. It's going to happen. So feel good about that. And I think that's great, Leo. I think this is a really nice reading. I think it's hard. I'm not going to say what you're going through isn't hard, but I also believe that you are on the right path. And we all need to do the healing first. Like it's good. I feel like there is something coming in, but it may take a while to develop. It's also a pentacle, and pentacles can be slow sometimes. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit the like button, give me a comment. I appreciate all of the comments. I really do. And I appreciate you for being here. Thank you. Take care. Have a beautiful day.